back in 1932, 33, is when he gave a New Deal speech. It was during the Great Depression. He wanted to give the young unmarried guys, he wanted to give them a job that was going to go out there and start working on parks, roadways, dams, bridges all over the United States. They was going to get paid $1 a day. A lot of people got upset with that idea.
That's a big one.
Even though he was going to be having these guys work, they were still upset. You had about 30% of the nation that was on government assistance at that time. He started this program. He gave his New Deal speech. He put these guys to work. They got paid $1 a day. $30 a month was their salary, but they only got to keep $5. Okay, that was the catch. He said he wanted to give a boost to the economy. $25 went home to their parents. That's why he wanted unmarried guys. Okay, they received that money.
Oh,
yeah.
What is it?
Red-shouldered hawk.
That's the one you were talking about.
Yeah, he was sitting over on that branch.
Yeah.
The other one, I hear him back there. But they got that $30 a month. They sent $25 home to their parents. They got to keep $5 for the whole month. Okay, their parents got that money, was putting it back into the economy. That's why, like I said, he wanted unmarried guys. By the way, this park, I don't know if you have heard, I say it's one of Florida's oldest state parks. This is actually the first state park in the state of Florida. Wow. This is the oldest. Okay, the first. I say not should say oldest because there's areas that's the oldest, like a Lusty Battlefield. But as far as first state park, this is the first state park in the state of Florida. Okay, in 1835 is when it became a state park. They started working here in 1933. 34, they was working on the park. In 35, it became Florida Highland Hammock State Park. It used to be known as Highland Hammock Park. But then when the state got involved, that's when it became Highland Hammock State Park. Then later on, in 1841, between 38 and 41, it was transitioning Florida Botanical Gardens and Arboretum over to Highland Hammock State Park. But that's the state CCC museum. A lot of people, interesting people. I don't know if you've seen the former alumni board. A lot of interesting people was in the Civilian Conservation Corps. One of my favorite actors, and I still call him Perry Mason. I still watch the show twice a day. It comes on at 9 o'clock in the morning on MeTV and also at 11:30 at night. And I make sure I'm sitting there watching when the title goes by. Okay? As long as I get to see the title, I'm fine. I remember a lot of those from watching it back in the 80s. Watching a lot of Perry Mason movies. I remember the titles and I know what it's about. I can probably go word for word on those Perry Mason shows. But Raymond Burr was a former CCC member. Also, the former test pilot, Chuck Yeager, he's always breaking the sound barrier. Former CCC member. Stan Musial, baseball player. Archie Moore, boxer. Robert Meacham. Walter Matthau, played in Leave It to Beaver. Those are all former CCC members. Anybody who know who Sergeant York was, Alvin York? They had made a few movies about him. He was a superintendent. He fought in World War I. That was an exception. World War I veterans were allowed to join the CCC, and he was a superintendent in the Civilian Conservation Corps. Cal Worthington owned a lot of dealerships out west. Mayor Harold Washington, they wrote a book about the people's mayor of Chicago, former CCC member. Those guys, Marlon Brando, those guys was in the CCC. Ira Hayes, those are some of the people. Last but not least, and I always say this thing for last, because he was in the Civilian Conservation Corps, but he only lasted that long. And I'm talking about old Blue Eyes. Frank Sinatra was in the CCC. Okay, those are guys that were starving to death back then. Okay, that $30, that $5 a month, to them they said was a vacation away from poverty, getting $5 a month out there working. So it's pretty interesting listening to some of the stories about those people, about how they got their start. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. One of the things on my tram, I tell people, I can't promise you will see any animals. We've seen the hawk. The only thing I can promise you will get to see trees. Look at those, and that's what we see. But it's a lot of animals out there, and hopefully we get to see some. Yesterday, I know on the tram ride, we didn't do a tram yesterday, but I was out there in that area, seen 2 bobcats in the same area. Oh my God. Thinking they probably close to that time of year, male, female, but we've seen 2 bobcats out there. A lot of gators on the South Canal. I won't stop at all of them. I will slow down. We can get a couple of pictures, unless there's something unusual or different about either one of them. But we'll stop at a few of them. All right, anybody have any questions? All righty.